just think they're like, look, we're going to go with our formula that has worked. We draft some guys, we get some guys for cheap, we build them up, we coach them up, and we do it that way, like we did before. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're just not trying to totally revamp, everything, because like I said, it all revolves around Russell Wilson. You can't go find another quarterback like that. They thought they had their guy in Matt Flynn, when they gave him that contract, thanks to my Lions helping Matt Flynn get that contract. But I think they're just trying to reload, not start over. So Vince Wright had a question, and I'm going to answer the question because people are like, oh my God, Jelani being a homer. No, I'm answering the question that Vince Wright put in the chat room, and his question was, Jelani, what's up with your Lions? Right now, nothing. They tagged Ziggy Ansah, so I think he's going to be on a 1 year prove it again. He had an off year. In comparison to the previous year he had before last year, where he was a sack machine. He had some injuries that he had to deal with. So now they want to see, hey, is the old Ziggy back before we pay this guy? We've seen this before. They paid Ndamukong Suh, and he still left, at this point, and he was stepping on people and committing, penalties and all this stuff. So it's just like they want to make sure, if they're about to go into this relationship with Ziggy, is that this is going to be more than a year or two, that he's going to be around. The other thing is with the Lions is that they really need to find a cornerback opposite of Darius Slay. And now they may have found that in T. Tabor. He was a rookie this past year out of Florida, so he may line up, on that side. They may go look in the draft, for another corner. They could possibly, I wouldn't have a problem with this, picking up Malcolm Butler. I think that would be a nice combination with Malcolm Butler and Darius Slay on your outside as your corners. They're looking for Jarrad Davis to step up, have a better year than what he did his rookie year. I think he did okay, for his rookie year playing at middle linebacker. He didn't start initially, but before the end of the season, he was starting. What else we got? On the offensive side, we already know they need a running back. So we don't even need to talk about that. There are tons of running backs that's going to be in the draft. They need to cash in, on one. I myself think, somebody maybe like Nick Chubb or maybe Sony Michel, because obviously we're not going to get Saquon Barkley. But there is another running back, out of Auburn. And I forget his name right now. But, they just need to cash in and actually get the running back position right. They need to get some line play, but also build off of what they got. They got three really good receivers. And I see 3-3-4 Bama boy. They got three really good receivers in Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, and this new kid, Kenny Galladay. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying this year, but don't be surprised if the Lions, get another wide receiver and they move on from Golden Tate. I love Golden Tate. And when he came from Seattle to Detroit, I was very excited about him being there. But they may try, and make Galladay and Marvin Jones those two-headed monsters on the outside, and then put a slot receiver. Now, I can't say they're going to do what Golden Tate does, because Golden Tate is the Yak King. Yak King, go look it up. The man leads the lead in Yak. He'll ask Vince Wright, Minnesota Vikings, because he gave them some of the business with some of them Yak yards as well. But the Lions got some pieces, but they need a lot more, and they just really need to solidify that line play and get that pass rush. 3-3-4 Bama boy, I was laughing because he said A'Shawn Robinson, is their best defensive player. A'Shawn Robinson has the capability of being a guy like Warren Sapp to just disturb the middle of the line, and you see signs of it. But then you'll see, it's just like, man, what happened? So his thing is really just consistency. It's just getting it, being consistent and disrupting and letting, guys like Ziggy and Hyder, Zyder, or Hyder, I said Hyder, get upfield, but they still need a nice rotation of defensive linemen that can get up the field as well. So Vince Wright, you asked what's up with my Lions. That is what is up with the Lions. Hopefully address some of this stuff, and they got a coach that is going to have to prove it was worth getting rid of Jim Caldwell. Jim Caldwell was not a coach. He wasn't not a knock. He wasn't Hugh Jackson. He wasn't coming off, 0-16 season or 1-31. He wasn't coming off a horrible season. They did not make the playoffs, but they made the playoffs last year. They finished 9-7 this year. They finished 9-7 last year. And I think Jim Caldwell may be the winningest coach in Lions franchise history. So, you have to come in and you have to take this team to double-digit wins. No ifs and buts about it. This is not coming in saying we're going to give you a year, and then see where we go from there. Lion fans need to hold these coaches and the players, Matthew Stafford, all of them, to the fire. It's like you got talent. You need to make sure you're cashing in on it because you only got so much time to cash in on it, and that window gets smaller and smaller. So that is what my Lions is up to, Vince Wright. I hope I answered your question. Now, speaking of question, it is that time. It's time for Just a Question.
Just a question. Just a question.
And for anyone that is new to the show, Just a Question is basically, I was talking at the beginning of the show, things just go on in my head that may not go on in the regular person's head, where I ask these questions that just sticks out in my mind and I look for answers to them. So no different tonight. I got a question that came up in my head on Monday, and I said, you know what, I'm going to ask the listeners on Wednesday and see if they got an answer. So if you got an answer, make sure, because we're going to get out of here in just a moment, but if you got an answer, go ahead and put it in an email format and send it to me at thewaitaminuteshow@gmail.com. But tonight's question is, I'm pausing. Why is when you sleeping, for whatever, you got to have that one foot hang off from underneath the cover? I'm laying in the bed and it's hot. I got the cover over me. I'm like, dang, it's so hot. What is going on in here? And then I stick that one foot outside underneath the cover, let it hang, and then all of a sudden my body cools down. What is going on with that? Why is it that you got to let that one foot hang, from underneath the cover to cool your body off? And then you just fall right back to sleep. You just get all comfortable and everything. You be like, that's what I was needing. So again, why is it that you got to have that one foot hanging out? And now some people, they may have a sock on and they got to take that sock off as well. I've done that too. Got to take that sock off because it's just too much. My body is on fire, and then I take the sock off, and then it cools off, but then it's still not cool enough, and then I pop that foot right outside the cover, so let it hang off the edge of the bed on the side, and then I'm gone. I'm back to sleep, back to getting my beauty rest. So. That is tonight's show. Once again, I told you, it was a lot on the plate. Yeah, a lot on the plate. Farrell Gyro be here. So I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's show. I hope y'all had fun. I know Lopan did, getting on my nerves, as he does always. But that's why we do it. It's for the people, like you heard, sports, comedy, cocktail that tuck you in at night. That's what we do. So we're going to get on out of here. But before that, roll call time. Shouts out to my man, Sid Galloway. Appreciate you for dropping in to tonight's show. Ms. Mocha Bella always got my back. Appreciate you for dropping in. 334 Bama, boy. appreciate you for dropping in. The governor of Minnesota, Vince Wright, appreciate you for dropping in. Tomorrow, make sure, Thursday, 9 p.m., this man right here, my man Kesey, Kicking It with Kesey, will be on the Two Live Studios Radio Network. So tune back in tomorrow at 9 p.m. Mo Cheese Country Road Show, appreciate you for dropping in. ABM, aka Angry Black Man, appreciate you for dropping in, sir. Miss Tori Lee, I saw you out there. Appreciate you for dropping in as well. I know I'm missing some people. Tiffany Sports and Heels, appreciate you for dropping in. Rated for Life, I appreciate you for dropping in. My man Big L, appreciate you for dropping in. Kevin Gray, aka Clutch Talk Sports, appreciate you for dropping in. Had to take a break. And Ron, I appreciate you for dropping in, sir. Jay Fish, the microwave, I appreciate you for dropping in. Clay Juice Jones Davis, I appreciate you for dropping in. Sluggo, I appreciate you for dropping in, sir, as well. Rough Buff, aka Fuquan Shabazz, aka Bill's Mafia, appreciate you for dropping in, sir. And everyone else that was listening in on the show, I appreciate y'all for listening and showing support to your boy. Don't forget, Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the waitaminuteshow.com. So, I always leave y'all with something. I'm going to keep it simple. I said it before, I'll say it again. Man, eat that hate. Eat that hate. Put it on your plate and eat the hate. Just eat it up, gobble it up. Because you strong and you big enough to digest that hate and turn it into positivity. So for your man, Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, I'll holler at y'all later. Two things as always. Stay positive and push forward. Go Pen, let's go.